Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are here with a little physical media news, some spooky season drops and new releases that are Chase's targets, and a couple of little surprise announcements out there of some pretty terrifying sets. So pop that tape in, I got you, let's go do this. All right, so just a few things this morning. I'm filming this in the morning. We had a fun, rocking 5,000 subscriber live stream last night. I appreciate it. Well over 100 people. That's a big deal for me. Just so awesome, and I really do appreciate that so much. But we have a couple things. I got some questions in the live stream, so I kind of wanted to talk about a few things. Physical media news wise, and there's definitely some interesting drops out there, so let's just go ahead and get to it real quick. I guess this biggest one that has popped up is this Terrifier set, the Ultimate Collection. It is coming in 2025, and from what I understand, you're going to have to import this one if you want it, but it is going to have the full meal deal here. It is going to have all of the movies and just absolutely tons of extras. Here it is right here. President of Physical Media was one of the first ones to talk about this. And if you check it out, it has all three movies, but it is a 6-disc set here. So it is pretty loaded. You got this nice outside hard slip box. And then inside, you got your different slip boxes. Looks like there's a barf bag in here. 3 different posters. All kinds of art cards. This thing looks completely just stacked and loaded. So, this looks like it's coming out of France. So, you got to keep that in mind. But, I mean, all of that is written in English, obviously. But this is a hell of a big set. And, I saw this out here. The news on this just dropped yesterday, so I figured a lot of you guys are huge Terrifier fans, and I got to take my son. We're going to see Terrifier 3, and it's going to be brutal, I know, but this is a big. Just looks like a very prestigious set, and it's out there. It's coming in 2025. No pre-order link. No. Date yet that I could find for certain, just coming in 2025, but there it is. All of them in 4K is what it looks like, and big set for Terrifier. So I know that's a big one for a lot of you out there. And then Hellraiser Judgment 4K set 4K steelbook is dropping on November the 7th. The steelbook looks like it's coming with a slip here. And it looks like there are 4 different slips on this that you can get, which is interesting. So it looks like the steelbook is the same no matter what, but you are going to get 4 different slip covers to choose from. So I have to admit, I have not seen Hellraiser Judgment. So I'm still waiting on my Hellraiser Quartet of Torment U.S. edition to come from Arrow. So, but I know there's a lot of Hellraiser fans out there. I met Clive Barker. I told the story last night about that on the live stream. Very, very cool. So this set is coming originally out of his mind off the book Hellbound Heart. If you didn't know that. That was a little trivia question on our live stream. But the Hellraiser coming up. And then there is a big Hammer film release, and I have to admit that I have not seen this at all. I know nothing about it, but here it is. It is Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. This is a massive set being released by Hammer Films. I know nothing about it, but this thing is a 5-disc set in this huge digipack, and apparently this is a big deal, but I have to say, I have never heard of this. Never heard of it. but it is like a textured, like leather type bound set here. Maybe my man Daniel at Cobwebs can enlighten me on Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. But here is the whole set. It's a 4K set. It's got a couple of posters with it, 5 discs, art cards, booklets, huge, like this is like a big thick book. It is absolutely loaded. There is it's a 100-page comic in here. So I mean, you're talking about this is a very high end. Yeah, it is it's a leather feel slipcase with embossed red lettering. I know nothing about this, but it's super cool. There's a 59-minute long documentary on the making of it. There's some archival stuff from the 2010s to 2010s. There's some stuff from 2020, and then there is a lot of new stuff. I mean, this thing is just absolutely stacked. So if you are into this, if you're a Hammer Films fan, I mean, the posters alone up there for me are super cool. But this is a big one that's out there that just kind of like dropped out of nowhere. And it says that it's just coming from the UK from Hammer Films. So it doesn't say if there's what boutique is putting this out or anything else. It just straight up says Hammer Films. So very interesting drop there. And then I had some questions, and we're going to kick it over to Orbit. I had some questions last night. Some people asked me, did I know when the domestic Blu-ray 4K release of The Hitcher? Of course, a lot of us have the second sight set of Hitcher, but there is a U.S. release, and some people are asking, when is that coming out? Well, that is already out. You can order that. You can buy it right now from Orbit. You might be able to get it online at Amazon, too. I didn't check Amazon. But you can get The Hitcher 4K or in Blu-ray, just standard edition, U.S. editions right now. So those are available. They are out there right now. There are still, and I kind of wanted to point this out, if you guys saw my unboxing, there are still some Nightmare on Elm Street 4K collector sets out there. Orbit still has some for $59.99. Now, if you saw my card in that thing, they are limited. They're numbered. There was 24,000. It's either 24,700 or 27,400. That were made. So when they're gone, they're gone. They've got them numbered. They come with a card that shows the numbering. Right now, though, you can still get that big deluxe set for $59.99 at Orbit. They do still have some. So you can get all this good stuff here. So it is still there, too. I know some people were interested in it. Here's one that I'm waiting on that I pre-ordered from Amazon, and if I had just waited and ordered it from Orbit, I would probably have it right now. This is the Paramount Presents Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. I haven't seen this movie in forever. This movie was massive when it came out, but that's part of the Paramount Presents line, which I'm trying to build back up. I've only got 2 or 3 of them, but Ghost was a big target for me, and I ordered it a long time ago. You can get it from Amazon, but I'm still waiting on mine from Amazon, or you can get it from Orbit here, and you'll probably have it in like 2 or 3 days. And Twisters. Now, Twisters, as you see, the Twisters 4K Steelbook at Walmart, it sold out almost instantly. And even here on Orbit, the Twisters Standard Edition with a slip is sold out for now. Now, they'll restock it, but it is out there available already. Twisters is a target for me. I didn't get to see it in the theater. I'm a big fan of the original movie. I like Glenn Powell, so I'm hoping that I can get my hands on this soon, once I can exit a buying freeze, and hopefully, I really want the Steelbook, but I don't have the Steelbook for the first one. So if I can only get the slipcover version here, I guess I'll be happy with that. But it is out there and available. I'm trying to think what else here. Oh, a big one for me and a big one for my buddy Brian over at The Last Movie Standing. I think Ken got an early copy of this from 88 Films. Is this big American Pie set? Now, this isn't a horror movie or anything, but if you guys don't know, like, I started in my filmmaking, like, I had worked in film and I had done film in school and stuff like that. But I really, when I decided I was going to make all my own films, I got on the production of American Reunion here in Georgia. I ended up working 17 days on that movie. I actually had a line in the movie that got cut. Just me yelling, "Yeah, let's play it." But I worked on that movie for a long time, like 17 days. And so I have a fondness. Plus, American Pie came out like the year after I graduated high school. So I was like right there, perfect timing. So I have a big place in my heart for American Pie series. And this is one I'm waiting on the order for to get to me. This 88 Films 4K box set release of American Pie is bad to the bone. You can get it for $39.99 still. Orbit has it. But it's got tons of extras, several new things in here. And, of course, a brand new 4K remastered of both the theatrical and the unrated versions of the movie. So you're going to get, and they're both from the original negatives. So they got Dolby Vision and ACR10, but to get both versions in 4K is super awesome. So you can watch that theatrical or you can watch that unrated version. And it does have some archival stuff, archival audio commentaries, but it has a new Return to Great Falls, filming American Pie, an interview with the cinematographer, new like warm apple pie, scoring American Pie, an interview with the composer. It has deleted scenes, casting, and outtakes, spotlight on location, lots of stuff. You wanted more music video by Tonic, theatrical trailer, production still gallery, which I'm the nerd that likes that, I guess. It also has a perfect bound book of the cast and the crew, stills behind the scenes. It has the hard slip box outside. Features an O-ring with new artwork by Tommy Pocket. So this thing is just loaded. I think it's a 25th anniversary collector set, and I ordered this when it first popped up. And I'm glad, but you can still get it out here. There's a few 88 Films releases that I want. I really want the From Beyond 88 Films release that's coming. Now, you won't find that at Orbit because they have a deal with Vinegar Syndrome, and both labels release that. But you can find that at Diabolic and some others on a pre-order that got pushed back to late November. But I really want that. And I really want the old out-of-print 88 Films release of Amityville Horror, just because I'm such a big fan of that movie. But this American Pie, huge target. You can still get it out there. And I know, like, FOMO is a real thing, and I know money is hard, but, like, you guys, these Nightmare on Elm Street sets, if you can get one and you really want it and you're a fan of that, when they're gone, and you're going to see them on the internet for 4 times that price, because there's only 24,000 that ever going to exist, and that's it. So if you can get it now, and the same thing with this American Pie, I don't know the numbers on it, but this is one you could see eventually just being sold at 3 times this price on the secondary market. So just keep that in mind. And I did want to touch on one other thing. Like, you can, like, I'm still waiting on my Trick or Treat and my Quartet of Torment. You can get those right now from Orbit. You can get those and have them in a couple of days. So keep that in mind. And there was one other, I wanted to touch a couple little pre-orders real quick. Here's a movie that I talked about that I just saw on streaming, is The Beast Within, a interesting take on werewolf films with Kit Harington, who I love from Game of Thrones. So it's out there, available to order right now with a slip. Only Blu-ray, no 4K on that one, which is interesting. You can get the standard slip edition of Deadpool and Wolverine. You can get that right now and pre-order that from Orbit. Or that's not a pre-order, that's out right now. Wow. I didn't catch that. That is not a pre-order. You can get Deadpool and Wolverine, the 4K with slip right now on Orbit. And then there is a pre-order that I guess I'm the nerd that caught my attention. And it's a Kino Lorber pre-order. First of all, you can pre-order Legends of the Fall now. That's a huge target for me too. But somewhere on here, there's a couple from Kino. Here is one. Sho Kosugi's Pray for Death. This is the original VHS cover art. I know there's another one out there. This is the one that I want, because this has the original cover art on it, and that's what I remember from being a kid. Sho Kosugi's Pray for Death. He was a movie star to me and my brother, man, when we were young. And somewhere on here is one other Kino pre-order, if I can find it. There's lots of stuff out there, guys. Lots of stuff out here right now. There's still a few of those Rumpelstiltskin sets available. Oh, you know what? It's not a pre-order from Kino. I believe it's available right now. I think it just came available. That's what it is. Let's jump back to the new releases. This. Yeah, you can order this right now. Cowboys and Aliens. I'm a fan of this concept. I'm a fan of Harrison Ford. And I know there's some problems with this movie or whatever. I think it's good fun. I'd be interested in seeing it in 4K, and that is definitely a target for me. And it was another one that I saw popped up. I'm like, that and Pray for Death. Kino's getting a couple things that are kind of random that I love, but that's kind of it. You know, I just wanted to kind of touch base because I got some questions last night on a few things, and I thought, oh, well, you know, maybe I'll get on here and do a little bit of you know, kind of housekeeping from a physical media standpoint wise. I have some huge videos coming on Sunday, and then the rest of the week I've got my top haunted house video, movies of all time, coming. I am doing my entire horror collection. We're going to go over everything I have in my horror collection. I have lots of fun videos coming. We still have a couple weeks, not quite 2 weeks. I guess we got like 12 days left of Halloween. It's the 12 days of Halloween left. So we're spooky season focused through that time. Got some interesting ideas for what's to come after that, before Christmas. We're going to do some little palette cleansing lists. We're going to do some fun things like that. And just a lot to come. So if you enjoy this, we do physical media news here. We do 4K reviews from a fan and filmmaker's perspective. We do lists and rankings, all kinds of fun videos, physical media talking about all these movies. So much passion, so much that I love talking about and hanging out with you guys. If you enjoy that, please like, subscribe, and share the channel. It really does help me out. And if you want to help support the channel even more, you can consider becoming a member at my Patreon link in the description below. I can just do a little bit more on Patreon than I can do here on YouTube, and they take less, but you can join right here on YouTube as well and become a channel member, get your name in lights, access to special videos, behind the scenes of my filmmaking, and so much more. And it really does help me out, as we were talking about last night on the live stream. Many hands make light work. $1, $2 a month might not mean that much to you, but if you have 5,000 subscribers and everybody put in $1, you know, that's life-changing money for people. And everything that you see goes back to making sure I can do this all the time. And I really do appreciate it. I'm so humbled. And thank you all so much for just hanging out with me and talking movies. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Bye now.